Hi, I'm Carol Jorgensen-Sheets, aka Carol the Coach, and this video is for partners, although it wouldn't hurt sex addicts to watch it too. Because tonight what I want to talk to you about is something that I know has shook you to your core, and that is your own reality. I know that you're no longer trusting yourself because you have been through so much and you didn't have a clue. You didn't know what you didn't know, but you feel like you should have known. Where were the signs? And maybe there were some obscure signs, and you're mad because you didn't know what they meant. And so this is about your own sense of self, your own intuition, and knowing your own confidence. If you're feeling really shaky right now, I want you to trust yourself. We at AppSats have studied thousands of partners, and one of the things we know is that none of them knew. I mean, they didn't know until they did. And then they may even have believed the addict when he said he was in good recovery, and he wasn't. And so what's so important for you to understand is that this is a disease of secrecy. And secrecy is at the foundation of the addiction. And your husband or wife did everything possible to keep that from you. And they became very good liars. Now, I'm not saying that your spouse is a liar. That's a noun. But I will say that there was much intimate deception. And as a result, you got confused. You defaulted on wanting to believe him. You wanted so badly to believe in the sanctity of marriage. And as a result, you gave him the benefit of the doubt more often than not. You know, sexual addiction to a partner causes all sorts of doubts. Now you're probably doubting him. You're doubting your marriage, what it was, what it could have been, what it should have been. You're doubting your religion, your spirituality. You know, everything in your world has been rocked, and as a result, you cannot trust or believe anything. But I'm here to tell you, you have to begin to trust in yourself. You know, once the executive functioning comes back online, once you've felt a little bit of safety and stabilization, it'll be time to exercise that mental capacity that says, I can trust me. I can get through this. I am strong. Because the truth of the matter is, you are strong. I know you may be doing a lot of things and saying to yourself, this is not me. This is not me to check his phone 5,000 times in a day. This is not me to go to the GPS to make sure he is where he is. This is not me to question whether I am good enough for him, to question if my body's good enough for him, my face is good enough for him, my intelligence is good enough for him. That's not you. But when something like this occurs, it does shake your soul. And as a result, you question everything. And so, this video is to encourage you to stand in your strength. Now, I'm doing this post-traumatic growth course. It'll be available probably in a month. And what I'm finding from the partners that I'm interviewing and from the research that I'm doing, that post-traumatic growth occurs when you come back to yourself and you no longer are super dependent on him to provide you safety and stabilization. Now, you've heard me forever tell him, provide her safety and stabilization. And that's good for those men that are. But if there are men that haven't, or they won't, or they can't stay in good recovery. You have to know how to stay strong, how to stay true, and how to believe in you. So, I'm going to ask you to come up with 5 things that you know for sure. I know for sure I love my kids. I know for sure I'm a great power walker. I know for sure that I've got good friends. I know for sure that I can count on myself to believe in me. I know for sure that I had breakfast this morning. Okay, come up with 5 things that you know for sure. Now what'll happen is that gremlin will come out, and the gremlin will say, oh, but there's plenty of things you don't know for sure. So when that happens, wipe them off your shoulder and say, no, I am going to begin to believe in what is. I'm going to stay in the present. I'm not going back there in the past. I mean, we don't want you to forget the ordeal, because truly, if you forgot, it could happen again. But we want you to live in the present, because that's the healthiest place to be. And if you've got some racing thoughts going over and over and over in your mind, then you need to take a mindfulness course, or you need to get the app Calm, or you need to do some hypnotherapy, or some meditation, or some yoga. Do whatever it takes to learn how to calm the body down and center and resource. You deserve that for you, because you deserve the serenity. And when you've got some more serenity and you've detached from the outcome of his recovery and you're focusing in on you and you've got good, healthy support, whether that's an online group, a face-to-face group, a good therapist, a fantastic coach, a prayer study, Bible study that really keeps you grounded, no matter what those supports are, as long as you have some of those, then what I want you to know is that you have begun the next part of your journey, and that is to believe in you. I'm Carol Jurgensen-Sheets, aka Carol the Coach, and I want you to focus in on what you know to be true.